He broke the world record way back in the 1950s when he shore 456 sheep in one day. He was able to do that because he and his brothers came up with a new technique for shearing sheep, which was the method you saw during the show, and that was quite a lot faster than the old technique that sheep shearers had been using up until then. And then in the 1960s, when he was working as a shearing instructor for the New Zealand Wool Board, the government asked him if he would like to go to Osaka in Japan to the World Trade Expo that was going to be held in 1970. They asked him if he could just demonstrate his shearing skills and tell the world a little bit about what New Zealand farmers had to offer. So he agreed to do that. He got about 9 or 10 different breeds of sheep together, and he organised a bit of a show similar to the one you've just seen. And he had a few practice runs here in New Zealand, and then he headed off for the expo in Japan in 1970. But when he got there, his show was such a huge success, Japan didn't want him to come home. But finally, after about 6 months, he managed to get back here. And he thought to himself, well, seeing that show was such a huge success in Japan, I wonder if it will be a success in New Zealand. And one of the people that had seen him practicing before he left for Japan was the other man I mentioned, George Harper. He got in touch with Godfrey Bowen, asked him if he would like to bring his show to Rotorua. And so that's why those two men started the Agrodome here in 1971. And those two families ran the Agrodome right up until 2011. That's when they decided they'd had enough after 3 generations of each family being involved. And so they sold it to the Ngaitahu tribe, which is a Maori tribe from the South Island. And that's who owns it today. So these are some of our Romney sheep that we run here on the farm. And this is going to be our first stop. So if you want to hop off, you can help me feed some sheep.
මෙයාලා ගහන මේ ඔළුවෙන් ගහන ඉල්ල. ඒ බාව විතරයි ජරාව තියෙනවා. එනවා කිව්වා. ලෝකෙ පියේ. අනේ පප්පාට. ඉමර කෑනිලා දෙන්නේ ගොල්ලෝ. ජරා බැයි. Ja. Ini kan itu. Cara apa sih namanya? Boleh. Foto video kan nih mah? Foto kan nih. Ada no? Ada.